Good afternoon again. You know, we've been talking all day about answering the call to destiny. We've been talking about gifts and talents. We've been talking about sharing them. We've been talking about how you respond to what we see going on in the world around us, and how really to make sure that you're using your time, your space, your gifts and talents, your dash to impact the lives of others. And today, here in the beautiful island of Barbados, we, for some reason, were destined to be in this room, to be a part of the launch of the Alison Hinds Foundation. And Alison Hinds has answered the call to destiny. She's answering the call to service. You know, many artists can just really settle and be caught up into what they create. But when they have a heart, when they have a compassion, and when they have a spirit, then they know they want to also impact the lives of people around the globe. And that's what Alison Hinds is doing. This is what her foundation will be doing. And I want us just all to stand and just give her a round of applause for stepping out. Because it says a lot. It says, you know, yes, I make great music, I entertain people around the globe, but I want to also use that to impact the lives of women, families, and communities worldwide. And I'm excited to be here in Barbados to share this moment. Before Alison comes up, I told her, and we just met, but there's been a spiritual connection for some time. I love her music. I used to play it all the time on my show at Carol Voice Radio when I talked about women and girls. And I had the opportunity to be in Jamaica covering the Air Jamaica Jazz and Blues Festival. And when Alison came on the stage, and when her spirit ignited this place, there had to be, I know, some 15 to 20,000 people there. The whole energy changed in Jamaica that night. And I was like, wow, what a powerful spirit, what an impact. So it's my pleasure to be here to be a part of the launching of her foundation. And I'll let her talk to you more about it.
You all can sit, please, comfortable. Good afternoon to everybody. I'm here today to speak with you about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. And I'm glad that you're here to witness the launch of the Alison Hinds Wonderland Foundation. This foundation has been created to serve not only the Caribbean community, but to improve the quality of life for women, girls, and families all across the globe. Our focus will be on personal and leadership for girls and women, education and career development for girls, and women's health and wellness issues, which will coincide with a campaign that I've already been a driving force of, and that's the Live Up, Fight AIDS campaign. That's just the foundation in a nutshell. But I definitely have been wanting to do something like this for a little while. And I've had various conversations with my manager, who's over there taking pictures like crazy, Mr. Van Gibbs, who has been wonderful and very instrumental in allowing me to be able to achieve certain goals. And one of those goals is to be able to give back, and to be able to give back in a very real way. To also help women, because anyone that knows me as an artist knows that I am all about female empowerment in every way, shape, and form. whether they be young or old, whether they be rich or poor. You know, we have these issues, women's issues, which are specific to us, and that we need to also help one another. So if I can use the Wonderland Foundation as a vehicle to be able to do that, then I'm happy. One of the women, or I should say the main woman in my life that has surely influenced me is my mother. Yeah. She came out with me last night, actually. Last night I was at the University of West Indies, and they had an event which was called the Trailblazers, and they were honoring outstanding women in soca and calypso. And I'm very happy to say that I was one of those women to be honored last night. Alongside the likes of history makers like Calypso Rose, singing Sandra, singing Francine, Rita, and so many others who laid the foundation for people like myself and the Destras and the Fayans and so on to be able to do what we do. Now that I've been able to do what I do and be able to give music to people, I want to be able to give a little bit more, because I don't think that you can ever give too much. You can always give, there's always room, there's always space. And my mother has been instrumental in keeping me focused and keeping me on the path and keeping me strong. When I first started out in the soca business, and I started with square one, I was very young, I was inexperienced, and we started out as a hotel band. We went into the club circuit. When we came onto the club circuit, more of the general public was starting to see me. And, you know, there was talking and chatting and bad mouthing and just all kinds of stuff going on. And I started to feel like, I wasn't good enough, like I wasn't out there achieving. And my mother was the one that I went to. And she said to me, she said, Alison, she said, I know the daughter that I raised, and I know that you're strong. I know that you can go there and achieve and be a success. Don't ever doubt that. And you have to believe it for yourself. And it's because of her that I got introspective and I sat down with myself for a little while. And I said, you know what? My mom's right. I can't let these kind of things get in my head, because if they get in my head, they're gonna mess with me. So I have to make the conscious decision to go out there and say, to hell with it. I'm gonna do what I do. And I know that nobody can do what I do the way that I do it. And I've been able, from that point, to just go out there and go for it. And that's what I want to help other women in the world to be able to do, regardless of their background. I didn't come up rich. I didn't come up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I had a regular upbringing, but I had that support. And I had that centeredness. And I can tell you, my mom has been an absolute rock for me so many times, over and over, and she still is. And she was there last night, and it felt so good for me to have her there, and for her to be able to see her only child go and get an award. I was happy. And this foundation, the Alison Hinds Wonderland Foundation, is my way of being able to put that happiness in women across the world, to be able to feel good about achieving something. It could be something big, it could be something small. It could be something as small as, wow, I got that job. Or it could be something like, yeah, I've raised some beautiful kids. It could be anything. because women can go out there and achieve whatever we set our minds to. I have no doubt about that. We just need to know that we need help. And it's not a bad thing to ask for help. And that's what I would like for the Alison Hinds Wonderland Foundation to be able to facilitate. I thank you for your time, for listening to me, and I hope that as I reach out with my foundation, that it's just gonna go from strength to strength, and I want whoever's interested to come on board, because the more the merrier. Thank you.